Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today's September 24th, and right now we're looking at the mid-level water vapor loop. You can clearly see the atmospheric river taking shape, pointing toward the Pacific Northwest, clipping northwest portions of California, and you can see this bomb cyclone here off the coastline. This thing is rapidly developing. Bomb cyclone just means 24 millibar drop in a 24-hour period. It's a legitimate scientific term, not meant to scare you. It's just a communication tool meteorologists use. But anyway, we'll check out some of the precipitation totals we can expect across the area. Then we'll look off into the extended. So it looks like a trough is going to try to drop down across the desert southwest. We'll look at those details in a moment. Now this is looking, I'm going to go ahead and stop that and put it out towards, you can see the sunrise here across much of the area, the sun pushing across the Pacific Ocean. And you can see there is some marine layer activity here up and down the coastline infiltrating into some of the valleys. You can see a forest fire here across the southern Sierra Nevada as well. But yeah, there's that first cloud cover there from that atmospheric river across northwest California. More on that here in a moment. Now looking off into the tropics, 14E has formed, tropical depression off to the southwest of Baja. This moisture is not expected to make its way up towards the southwest USA. Now the week ahead, you can see that as we go on in through later portions of the week, we're going to bring some breezy and cooler temperatures with the upper level trough. We'll show you that in the 500 millibar heights in a moment, and we do have a fire risk here, some downsloping winds all the way through Wednesday here, so through September 27th. You can see kind of across Santa Barbara County there. Nice graphic here from the Los Angeles National Weather Service. A kind of limited coverage here for this elevated near critical fire risk. Now looking at wind advisories here across northwest California as the atmospheric river pushes through the area. Got 55 mile per hour gusts potentially, especially across some of the higher terrain along the immediate coastline there. You can see Shelter Cove north, mainly Crescent City, potentially gusting into the mid 40s as well. And early season storms can really bring down some tree limbs and cause some power outages. So heads up for that. You might get some increased tree damage. This day in SoCal weather history, checking it back in 1986, the Dodgers and the Angels baseball game were rained out. 60,000 customers lost power. Almost 2 inches of rain in Los Angeles. Pretty crazy stuff. If you want to save 10% off a nice affordable home weather station, click on that link down below to save it. And you can see it's all solar powered. It's all wireless. It's got a smartphone app, stores a lot of data for you in the cloud. Highly recommend this station. And Ann Shepard has won the most recent giveaway. Please contact me. If you don't contact me by today, I got to move on down the list to the next member. A little bit of a time crunch here with this giveaway. And the rain forecast, again, Northwest California targeted. Hopefully it can extinguish some of the forest fire activity there. You can see Eureka 1 to 2 inches here, but not much more as you get down towards the Bay Area. Sacramento, really not expecting anything at all. Now, this is looking at the European last night's run. Total precipitation in inches. Look at that moving on to the coastline here, hopefully targeting the forest fire complexes. But you can see it's kind of downtrended a little bit here over the last couple of days, not bringing much precip too far south, but it should be targeting kind of this area where there's been some forest fire activity, including the flat fire across southwest Oregon and some of the complexes in northern California. Looking at the GFS, let's just go ahead and update this, make sure we have the most recent data. This 12Z run is going as I speak. And you can see that atmospheric river, again, that's a nice target there. It's right on some of this forest fire activity. If we continue to scroll out here, I'm going to wait and see if that next trough shows up on the GFS. Yeah, a little bit. Maybe kind of across Nevada and maybe some of the Sierra Nevada there. That's not bad. So anyway, watching this for the first time here. I'll show you that trough here on the upper level heights in a moment. You can see some of this forest fire activity here. So it could be highlighting some of these complexes. This atmospheric river, Smith River, Happy Camp, Elliott, flat fire out there. So hopefully that really starts to put things out. And you could see that smoke this morning there, that redwood fire there across the southwest Sierra Nevada. Or southern Sierra Nevada, sorry. Now looking at surface smoke, this is the 12Z run. You can see that smoke bubbling around here. So yeah, hopefully we can put an end to these fires here across northwest California. And you can also see a few fires across the Sierra Nevada here as well. But, pretty muted fire season here overall across California. Now looking at the upper level heights, 500 millibars, 18,000 feet. You're looking at that huge storm system developing there off the Pacific Northwest with the atmospheric river associated. Another system swings through the Pacific Northwest there. And then we start to look off to this trough dropping down across the areas. Could bring some precipitation. It would bring some cooler temperatures and some gusty winds with it as well. And you can really see that ridge building across Pacific Northwest with this upper level low. Not a bad one. Also kind of sitting over the desert southwest. So something interesting in our extended forecast to watch. This is looking at San Francisco. This next system, not really expected to bring much precipitation at all. You're talking about maybe 1/100 of an inch. Trace, 2/100 of an inch, not much. Redding, better chances the further you go north, but still not too impressive there for Redding. This is Eureka, though. You can see that 24-hour period probably up over an inch there. And again, a little bit more across the higher terrain, hopefully helping out with the forest fires. Red Bluff, somewhere around 0.2 of an inch there. Now, National Blend of Models, this kind of shows the temperature. This would be for tomorrow, and you can kind of see the drop here as we go towards the end of this upcoming week. Trough dropping down over the area. Talk about nice weather across some Arizona and the deserts there, just getting up to the upper 80s there. I mean, some of you guys might want to bring a jacket out there for that activity. But yeah, that trough really could suppress some of the temperatures here as we go on in towards next week. And we'll be watching that one closely as we go. 6 to 10 day temperature outlook all the way through October 3rd, probably highlighted by that troughing here, dropping down across the area. And 6 to 10 day precip. Maybe we'll bring some precip with it as it drops across the region. But anyway, yeah, impressive storm there. Nice visual representation here on the mid-level water vapor loop. I'll be watching this and probably posting about it on Twitter today. And yeah, so anyway, we'll be watching that trough as we go and hopefully drop the temperatures back down. It can be a very comfortable time of year temperature-wise across a lot of the desert Southwest. But anyway, hopefully we can put out some of those fires across Northwest California. Anyway, click like and subscribe, and I will do this briefing again tomorrow per typical, and I will talk to you guys then.